Hey everyone, Erica with a K here. I have such a fun video today. Today we are going to be tackling all my upcycles that I didn't finish or that I finished and just wasn't a huge fan of. So we're going to be starting off with this dress from my creating my dream wardrobe out of a couch cushion. And honestly, the bottom was just too low on me. And there was about an inch of fabric that I'm showing you here that was sewed down. And I just went in and I picked it up. I should have used a seam ripper, but I couldn't find mine. And that's what you see me doing here. I am just sewing it up so that it gives me about an inch more right at the bottom, right above like my butt. It was just way too low. I knew I wouldn't wear it like that. Next up, same dress, but I wanted to add in an extra, I guess they're called like a little hook to put the strap in, because I just thought it kind of ended weirdly high up on my back, as you can see in that before image. And since I always save my scraps, this was not an issue for me. So I just found some of the scraps and I cut it to the same size that the hoops were originally, and I just hand sewed them. I think a lot of this would have been faster if I did it through my sewing machine, but to be honest, the thread in my sewing machine was white and this was black. So tell me I'm not the only one who's just way too lazy about changing the thread. It's by far the worst part of my sewing experience because I don't know how to do it and I need my husband to help me every single time. Here's a closer view of me sewing it on, and of course I did it to the inside of the dress. You don't want to do that to the outside, but that's just personal preference. Okay, then I went through and I just kind of cut out any loose threads, I guess. This is like really, sometimes I just don't think about it and it really cleans up the dress. And then I was like, you know what? This strap is way too thick. I hate the way it looks, even though I made it. So I'm definitely going to save it for another project. But I was like, it just looks so tacky to me. So I got some braiding cord. Actually, I had it at home and that's why I used it, because I was like, oh, it's like nice and thin. And I think that this would be a really great idea. And then I just looped it into the back ties, and that's the end. I mean, you can see the before and after. I personally think it looks about 7,000 times better, but you tell me what you think. And in that same video, I had talked about taking the elastic that went around the couch, and I wanted to turn it into a flower. It's like a Sarah Jessica Parker moment. I love wearing flowers. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I finally got around to doing it. So I had to cut a lot of the elastic off because it made it very heavy, but I did save the elastic because I save everything. But I left some elastic on. I probably didn't need to leave that on, but I liked the ruching of it, like the bunching of it. And I didn't know if I cut that elastic off, if it would remove that. So I didn't want to take that chance. And so I left the elastic on, and all I'm doing is just turning this in and then sewing it, turning it in and then sewing it. It does get a little bit difficult to try to go through the entire thing. So at the end, I was just sewing it into the most recent thing. You see that in this video. But I think if I had fabric glue, I think that this would be the ideal project for that. But I'm using what I have and I'm in a no-buy, so I had to do what I had to do. Also, tell me I'm not the only one who does this. Takes something like scissors and pulls the needle through or pushes it through on the other end. I think pliers would work so much better, so much less dangerous, but I don't have pliers and we're in a no-buy. So that's just what I've been doing for like ever. Once I got the flower shape, I had to decide what I was going to use to pin it, and I decided to use these hair clips so that it wouldn't hurt the clothes. I just had these at home because I used to do bridal hair and makeup, and these are things that I would wear to pin the hair back. Just make sure that if you are using these, you sew through the little holes that are on them, because otherwise you'll have an issue like I just had, and I had to re-sew the whole thing, but it really wasn't that big of a deal. And here I am sewing through those little holes. Again, I don't know what pins or what clips you're going to be using, but if you are using something like this, just make sure that you do that. So that it secures it to it and it doesn't just slip right out like what just happened to me. It was actually really difficult to do this. That's probably why I didn't do it in the first place, because I'm so lazy. But anyway, can we have a moment for one of my favorite upcycles ever? I did go in at the end and just cut off any of like the sharp pieces on the corners just to make it look more like a flower. But I think that this is one of the most gorgeous things I've ever made. And it's out of the elastic, the bottom elastic of a couch cover. Like, I cannot wait to actually wear this out. It makes me feel like Sarah Jessica Parker. Okay, my next upcycle is coming from my A Magical Life. I just kind of like showed me doing this in a video and I never wound up even talking about it again. So this was two pieces that I got from Poshmark, two different sellers. Both I got for under $5 because I bought them both in bundles. And what I did was I cut the Victoria's Secret one and I sewed it into the inside of the Fashion Nova one. The Fashion Nova one didn't fit over my butt at all, so I had to cut the crotch out completely, and that's where I got the idea of this fairy thing, because like it just didn't fit. And this is the most sewing I think that I've gotten on record, so that's why I am making sure I keep quite a bit of this in. Instrumental break, something jammed up on the bottom part, and that's the part that I cannot figure out for the life of me, so my husband had to come to the rescue and help me fix. I did not know that the camera was still rolling. It's so funny because the things that I'm supposed to film I never remember to film, and then the things that I don't need to film, like my husband fixing a bobbin, I'm filming accidentally, but my husband actually picked up on the fact that it was filming, and he gives the camera a little thumbs up because he's just such a cutie pie and I love him. Okay, so this is what the fairy outfit is looking like, and it's not even almost done. At this moment, I realized I can't lift my arms because these arms are like just prohibiting me from moving. So I cut them off, and I do put elastic on them at the end, and I'll show you guys that. Then I decided to take pieces of the extra fabric and put them around it. I wasn't sure if this was giving pirate or if this was giving fairy. My husband said it was 100% fairy, so I went with it. And first I safety pinned them in, and then I went around with the sewing machine and just sewed them all on. It was quite simple to do, and I'm really happy that I did it because I think it really makes this whole outfit come together. So I'm pretty happy about that. Here's the big reveal on this one. So I'm putting on my little arms. I wound up putting elastic on them so that I could put them with any outfit I want. I literally can't wait until I have a tan and I could frolic in my backyard in this, because I think with the tan it would look so much better because it's a little too close to my skin tone. But I am so happy with this. I think it is so cute. I feel so free and adorable in this, and I'm just really happy that I stuck this one out and I went through with finishing this upcycle because it makes me happy. Okay, I also wanted to show you the shirt underneath. So I wound up fixing the hem on the bottom. This is the top part of the Victoria's Secret dress that I cut, that I got, that I used the bottom for, you know, the skirt part. And I love it because I could wear it as like a workout top too. I think it's so adorable. This is going to be a speed round. This was in my video of reimagining your wardrobe. And at the end, I just kind of showed you that I had a bunch of shirts that I didn't like. And I wound up cutting them into tube tops and like little tops. And they looked really silly because I don't have boobs. But this is one of those strapless sticky bras, and it works perfect. I'm so happy with this. I think the whole point of upcycling clothes is to wear them in life, and that's why I'm happy that I figured out how to wear those little tube tops because they're so cute. With the same bra, I put it under this outfit, and this was a no-sew. It's a really old video, and in that video I said that this vest made me feel like McLovin. I'm showing you I'm still wearing the bra. I don't feel like McLovin wearing this because I just think it looks so cool with this outfit. And spoiler alert, in my giveaway, somebody is going to receive that top that I altered and also the shorts I was wearing because they're both originally from Shein. Okay, and lastly, and definitely least, the bane of my existence. This was a scrap journal that I have from my How to Add Magic to Your Everyday. This was the first one that was in that video, and I think I just added in like too much of the footage. It was just like very boring footing. It was very boring to watch, and to be honest, like I love the scrap journal. I've already used it, as you can see, but it just was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. So I tried to use super glue to glue it down to the inside of this photo album that broke. And by the way, the inside inserts I'm going to use for another project in the future. So we're putting those to the side. But the glue didn't work. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to design the outside of it. Let's see if this glue works here. And spoiler alert, it didn't work. The only thing it did work on was my fingers. My fingers did get glue on them, but nothing else did. I did get that from the dollar store, so I'm thinking that might be the issue. But anyway, if you knew me when I was a kid, my mom used to call me the Scotch tape queen because I always use Scotch tape for everything. So I went to my roots, and that's what I'm using this for now. I decided that I'm just going to tape on, with packing tape, not Scotch tape, but packing tape, the outside decor, and I'm also going to tape down the first page and the last page of this book, and that is how it's going to all hold together. I'm happy to report that it did work really well, and it also looked really pretty. It almost looked like the plastic cover that I just took off, and so I was happy about that. And then I also went to the back of the book and I taped down the last page just to make sure that it stayed in here as like an actual booklet. And it did. So the bane of my existence, it really wasn't that bad. Then I decided to take some stickers that I had printed. Well, I had made these for my niece and my nephew for Christmas, and some of them didn't print right. And so I decided to keep them and put them in my little scrap journal because I just thought they were cute. So that's what you see me doing here. Just they didn't print right, so I get to keep them. And I just thought that it was a cute little fun thing to do. I have added like notes in here, I've added to do things in here, and I'm very happy with it. So please like and subscribe if you like this video and you want to see more videos like this. I love you guys so, so much. Thank you so much for your love and support, and I hope to see you in my next video. Leave a comment down below on what your favorite upcycle was.